Welcome back to another episode of Size Previews. As always, I'm Luke Matthews, joined again by Chris Binns, and today we're going to have a look at some more projects we've got coming throughout the rest of the year. This is hot off the press because this was delivered to us, I'd say 2 days ago, and this is the final sample, so it's actually slightly different to the one that we've shown elsewhere. Yeah. And it's the ZX 10,000, and it's an absolute beauty. Look at that. And essentially, we wanted to create shoes that felt very much of its time, and they've aged. Now, we know this is a brand new shoe, but we've always imagined this shoe in the materials of its time again, almost imagining this came out along with some of the original ZX models back in the day. They're going to come in an amazing box as well. The two will sit together, and it's two of my favourite projects we've done this year. This is fully co-branded down to the question mark on both heels. Sock liner and the insole's got the co-branding on all the lace tips. It's fully co-branded. So to actually see the question mark on the shoe for us is a really proud moment, a really exciting moment, and we cannot wait for these to drop. We're getting loads and loads of comments. When are these dropping? They're not dropping next month, like we said, but they're not long. There's not long to wait, and believe me, I can't fit in sample size. I'm at the front of the queue in terms of one of these because I'm super excited to finally get them. So let us know in the comments which one you like out of the two, 5,000 or 10,000. And again, let us know your thoughts on it, because for me, and I know we're biased, but we're super proud of these and we're dead excited to get them. One of arguably the biggest shoes at the minute across the board is the Air Force One as a franchise. And this season, we've got another amazing iteration, but this time it's a little bit more subtle, but I'd say probably a little bit more special as well. And Nike are calling this one the Air Force One Craft.
We've seen so many amazing iterations of Air Force One this year. For me personally, this is what an Air Force One's about, and it's great that we've gone back. Really premium, nice shoe. I'd definitely be investing in a pair of these, honestly. I mean, and there's another couple in the pack that are just as good. So it's massively exciting. I mean, I can replace that HTM one that I've been wearing constantly for God knows how many years now.
The heel's a little detail on it, and again, under heel is a little detail there. Similarly, this is actually a pin badge now on the laces. Lining's a lot more premium. The details are really, really subtle. It's a shoe that when you actually get it on, the shape is a little bit different as well. For me, it's essentially that when we've talked about before with other brands, we have Anaheim with Vans, we have Converse 70s and First String. This is essentially the really sophisticated, premium, elevated version of that standard Air Force One. Keep an eye out on this one. Air Force One Craft. There's going to be 4 colours dropping throughout the season. This one's going to be the first one. Obviously, the OG, the classic. More to come, and let us know in the comments what you think. But for me, it's just a no-brainer. Pick up essential model. Both of us love vintage running products. We also love Reebok, and I think throughout their archive there's a vast amount of amazing vintage running shoes. And there's a ESPN 30 for 30 podcast and documentary on the story of Dan and Dave. It's an iconic Reebok marketing campaign, and I urge anyone that's got half an hour spare in their day, off the back of they're watching this, please listen to it. It's an amazing story. It's an amazing marketing campaign. And this sort of gave us an idea. It gave us a colour palette, and it gave us a narrative to apply to a shoe. And that was essentially our starting point for this next project. And it's the Aztec 79 with Reebok. ESPN 30 for 30. The story of Dan and Dave and Reebok. And you'll see the 2 US athletes. So you've got the US flag with an iconic British brand, which is why you see the Union Jack. So please listen to it. Let me know your thoughts. You'll see the colours of red and blue be very, very prominent throughout the whole campaign.
Hold them up in both tongues, man, because that for me is the money shot with the 2 different flags, man. That was a great thing to be added in.
Super simple. You take the story and narrative away from it. Iconic Reebok colours as well. So really, really nice addition to it. I think when you actually get the materials in hand, they're super premium as well. So we're going to finish this month's episode with something very special. And I know we say this a lot, but this has been a very special project, and also a project we've been working on for a long time. Now, it's with a film, so it's not your stereotypical partner. And I think when we had this idea of working with a film, we wanted something a little bit different. We wanted something, obviously, that had lots and lots of storytelling in.
Let's just go into it.
Okay, so the film we're going to collaborate with is Baz Luhrmann's Romeo and Juliet. I don't know if that was what you're thinking when we were sort of teeing up a film, but that's what we're going to be doing. And the first one of the pack of two will be Romeo. What better way to interpret Romeo on a superstar than all those amazing Hawaiian shirts that you see in all them iconic images throughout the film?
Obviously, the medial panels, that's the favourite panel for me. If you've seen the film, you know how close a resemblance that the medial panel is to the shirt that Leo actually wears in the film. Really, really excited. I'd love to know what everybody else's opinion on these are. You know, we try and do something a bit different. We tried to do something a bit different with every superstar we've done this year.
Part two is Juliet.
You might think that Romeo's men's, Juliet's women's, but we don't work like that. The both shoes are full unisex, so there'll be an element of both shoes in men's and women's. Yeah, so we're massively excited by this. I think it's a real difference. I don't think we've ever done anything like this before. I can't actually think of many people who have.